Hey there, welcome back to the Be Amplified podcast. I'm Amy Patee. Thanks for being here today. And if you're brand new, this is a show for conscious, soulful female entrepreneurs who want to let their energy lead in their business. And I just want to let you all know that I am dog sitting two puppies, two little Westies. If you're not familiar with Westies, they are like little terriers, I guess, and they're white and they're so cute. And I've got two of them here and they're puppies and they're sitting nearby me and you might hear a little squeak out of them, but they seem pretty chill at this moment. We actually just went for a little walk and I'm recording this from Minnesota and it's breezy out there today. The leaves are falling and it's really starting to feel like fall. And we had a pretty bright fall peak of colors. Every walk I go on over the last week, I'm just in awe of the colors. They are so bright. The gold is just like piercing. There's like a ruby red color in the leaves. And it's just been kind of magical walking through the streets around my neighborhood. And the leaves are falling today. It's breezy, it's chilly out, and that's the mood here as I'm recording. And today I want to talk about the truth that's becoming, I think at least, more and more essential in the entrepreneurial world, in the business world, and especially in the business world for people like you, if you're listening in, who maybe work in the wellness space, the lifestyle space. Maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a healer, a body worker, a yoga teacher, something like that. I feel like this is becoming more and more evident to me, and it's that your energy is really your most important marketing asset, and it is essential to your marketing, and it's really one of the most potent ways for new leads, new people coming into your world, coming into your business to understand whether or not you are in alignment with them, they are in alignment with you, and they want to work with you. And of course, I'm a little biased in the sense that I have this podcast. It's called, an energy led business podcast. And that's kind of what we do here at Be Amplified. We talk about how to bring your most essential, most natural, most authentic, most brilliant and radiant energy forth in all that you do. But this is really, really going to become almost in a way like the new marketing currency. It's like, are you in touch with your own true energy and are you letting it lead in your business? Or are you augmenting, shape shifting, downplaying, covering up, manipulating your own energy to do a strategy, to create something or present yourself in a way that is more catering to what you think you should do, right? Maybe you are adjusting your character to perform in a way that you think will attract people in. And truthfully, just with how the world is changing and the new era that we are stepping into, according to human design, you got to get back to your authentic energy. And as you do, one of the things that you want to do with that as you connect back to your energy, one of the strategies I'm going to suggest for you to do with your energy is to get in the room with the people, any people really, to be honest, get in the room with people. Get in the room with people, get in front of people who might be interested in what you have, that might want to work with you, that might want to buy your products and services. You need to get in the room with them. And why? Why do you need to get in the room with them? Why can't you just create a post on Instagram and let that be enough? Let that, you know, tweak it and get it perfect and use the right hashtags and put it out there and attract the people in that want to buy from you. Why does that hold less power now and instead getting in the room hold so much more power? Well, when somebody is physically in the room with you, and I also want to say that being in the room with you virtually, like being in the Zoom room with you virtually, that counts too. It's a little different, but that counts too. But when someone gets in the room with you, when you get in the room with people, they get the opportunity to feel your aura, to touch your aura, to feel your frequency, your vibration, your energetic imprint in real time. And this is how people actually experience who you are beyond what you say or what you write or what you sell or, the image that you post on Instagram. This is how people actually experience who you are. And people are becoming more and more discerning. That is the new era that we are moving into. It's this era of individual discernment and really being connected to an inner compass that guides your way from the inside, right? Being able to guide your way through life and make correct choices for yourself. So, whether you are getting in the room with people in person or online, just know that it allows them to feel your aura and your voice also. I wanna bring in the voice here because this can apply maybe more in the online space when you get in the room virtually with people, just knowing that your energy also comes through your voice. Your voice carries vibration, and that is also a powerful way that your energy is transmitted to other people, that your energy can connect to other people despite the distance or the space between you. So, when you're physically present with people, they will definitely touch your aura. They will feel you that way, and they will hear your voice and receive the vibration through your voice and begin to make an assessment about you. And when you are in the virtual space with them, your voice may transmit a bit more in that setting. Now, of course, there's, you know, some people, including myself to some degree, I believe that we can also touch other people's energy outside of time and space through the quantum field, but we won't get into that here. So, let me say just a bit more about why this is becoming so increasingly important. And I've talked about this over and over again on other shows as well, but I've mentioned we're moving into this new era. You can look to astrology, you can look to human design, you can look to some other philosophy, but the signs are all there. We are moving into a new era on the planet. And according to human design, this new era is all about authenticity and having energetic resonance with who you're hanging out with what you're doing, with the products that you buy, all of that. The old paradigm, just to have a reference point for where we're coming from, what we're moving out of. We're at the tail end of this old era that was all about conformity and sameness. So we really, in a way, we kind of turned off our inner compass. We turned the volume down to some degree on our discernment to be a part of this old era and to allow that background frequency that was shaping this old era to influence us into conformity and into being the same, right? Belonging, being a part of these kind of institutions that were built and created throughout this old era. But again, we're at the tail end of this old era. Many people are feeling it. They're feeling exhausted by the hustle. That's part of the old era. And the new era is I'm a sovereign being. I have my own discernment. I am my own guru. I guide myself by being aligned internally with who I am. And I feel my way through my life and make decisions based on what I'm sensing on the inside about what's good for me and what's not good for me. And people, I think, as we make the shift into this new era, people want to feel who they're buying from. So, again, getting into the room with them in real time allows them to do that. And especially with the rise of AI generated everything, videos, images, voices. People are going to be craving realness more and more. At least the people in my world. Sure, AI is fascinating. It is interesting. Wow, it can do amazing things. I use AI and, we're just babies. We're babies right now with AI as well. And there's going to be some good things, a lot of good things that come out of artificial intelligence. And there's also going to be some bad things like anything else. And I think one of the downfalls of AI is that it takes the humanness out of some of our interactions. And so, again, people are going to be craving realness. They want to feel who they're buying from. They want to know that the person is a real human being, especially in this field, again, in the wellness space. And you can tap into this need that is arising on our planet by getting in the room with people in real time, letting them step into your aura, letting them receive the vibration, the frequency through your voice. Now, you might be wondering, Amy, what about pre recorded content? So, for example, this podcast is in a way pre recorded content. I'm recording it. You're not here with me. You're going to listen to it later. You're going to hear my voice. You're going to receive the frequency through my voice. And there is a transmission that can be received after the fact through pre recorded content like this podcast. And this pre recorded content can begin to invite people into your energy. It can allow them to receive it, but I want to emphasize the importance of being in the room with people in real time. I do think there is something even more valuable about that. So if you're hearing my voice on this podcast, and you might listen to my podcast for months, for years, you love it, you enjoy it, you even think you could benefit from working with me, but you may not take action on that. However, if we met in person, maybe you took a class from me, or we had a chance to sit down and talk face to face, whether it was through Zoom or in person someplace, that might be more impactful. This is something to experiment with for yourself and to see if that's true. And again, it all depends on like the people that we're working with and the actual content that you are considering. But I do think at the end of the day, it's really easy when we are listening to something like a podcast or a video that was recorded a long time ago. We can receive benefit from it. We can enjoy it. We might even think like, oh, I like that person. But there's this space between. And when you're in real time with people, you're having that touch point, they're feeling you, they're receiving your voice in that moment. That moment is unique and it holds an alive charge, let's say. And that's impactful. And there's power in that. That can help sway people, not in a manipulative way, but in a way of like, ooh, now's the time. Now's the time to work with her. Now's the time to get her, service, her product, whatever it is. Energy in the moment is live energy. And of course, I'm alive right now recording this podcast, but in a year, if you listen to this podcast, my energy is going to be in a different place. My energy is not going to be the same. And it may not land in the same way with you because the times are different, right? So your energy in the moment is alive. And there's power in that. So lean into that and think about how you can get in the room with people. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. I think that we were all led to believe that, especially during the COVID era, we were all led to believe I can create a course, I can, make a video and I can put it up online and people are going to just buy it like crazy and I'll be able to be vacationing on a beach someplace and making millions from this pre recorded video or course that I did. And that can still happen. It's not completely off the table. That can still happen to some degree. Because some people might want to passively engage in certain content for sure. But again, we've had so much of that. We've had so much of that. And now people are like, can I just have a little bit of you in real time? Can I learn from a real person? What's the touch points here with this? People want accountability. They want to be part of something that is also alive and living with human interaction. So, in closing, you can just ask yourself today, how can I get in the room with my people? How can I get in the room with new people, virtually or in person, in real time? That is where trust can be built, where impact can be made. That's where new people, especially, are going to decide if they align with you, if they resonate with you, if they want to work with you. So while it can be intriguing to hide behind some static content that we created a long time ago. And there's nothing wrong with having static content out there. I think that's great. People can go and hear what you have to say, experience you, and then invite them, though. Invite them from that static content, invite them into the room with you, invite them into your energy field, invite them into your vibrational frequency through your voice and let them experience you as a living human being. Let them feel your energy alive in the moment. That is where the magic happens. And that is what we need right now on the planet. So I'm going to wrap this little episode up. I hope something I shared today was helpful to you, helpful hearing. And, let me say one more thing. If you're banking on creating content that is not living. So let's say, or not alive, like in the moment, evergreen content, right? So like a PDF, an ebook, a video series, great. Those things are not bad. They're not going away entirely. They're not dying out entirely, but just know that you're going to have to show up and get in the room in real time. So you might need to reframe some of your ideas about your business and what you're going for, where you're headed, what you want to create, and the idea that you have about how that's going to create the success that you want. And you might need to pivot a little bit because these are transformational times. Things are changing, they're changing fast. Individuals, all of us are changing at Mach speed, and that ripples out into the world. We're seeing it, we're feeling it, we're experiencing it every single day. And so allow yourself to shift here as well when you look at your business. Allow yourself to shift to take certain aspects of your business out of the box that you put them in and create something new and different because the times might be calling for that. All right. Thanks again for being here today. Thanks for listening. Please check out the links in the show notes if you feel inspired to get in the room with me. I'll just highlight that one on one sessions with me can be a great way to get in the room with me. Those occur mostly virtually. And human design readings are one way that we can get together and connect. Or I also do something called an intuitive energy clearing. And that is really great if you're feeling blocked, if you're feeling stuck, if you're ready for a shift, if you need some clarity, some insight. That can be really helpful for that. I do one off sessions with entrepreneurs. They're called business catalyst sessions. If you just need a little support around one specific thing, those can be great for that. Otherwise, I have a one on one mentorship program that is extended over a period of 3 months. And that is for, in a way, kind of really resetting your business and receiving support to exponentially expand with some direct guidance from me. So check those out in the show notes. Thanks again for being here today, and I'll catch you on the next episode.